Hi, everybody. Welcome to December's First Fringe Friday. I can't even believe it's December's First Fringe Friday. This year went by so fast. I hope everyone's doing great. It's the holiday season. It's time to party. Welcome to First Fringe Fridays. All bets are off. Yes, we have some things planned, but we may not have everything planned. We have a bunch of your Fringe favorite artists coming in and some people you haven't even met yet. So it's going to be a super exciting night. I'm excited. I'm wearing my Fringe hat indoors when it's 70 degrees outside. I've got my Fringe cape and I've got an amazing co-host coming in all the way from New York City, Paris Creighton III. What's up, Paris?
Hello.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'm so happy to be here with you as well, Lindsay Taylor.
Paris popped up on the screen with a hat on, so I had to get a hat on too because we have to be twinsies today.
We do. This is I don't have a Fringe hat, so this looks like Fringe.
I mean, the colors go very nicely with our color palette.
Yeah.
So, and it's sparkles and a fun hat, so you fit right in,
That's it. And I love your cape, by the way.
Thank you. It's available for sale, I think, on our merch shop, unless we ran out, which I don't know. So I'm blindly advertising right now, but it says Super Fringer.
Super Fringer.
Don't you want to be a Super Fringer?
I do. I tried, but I only could find bubble wrap for my cape. So
okay, good. So I'll put on my
orange. It's the fringe colors. There we are.
We did not plan this choreography very well.
We did not. We didn't. This is all natural. All right, here we are.
We're ready. I mean, we look great. We look great.
We do.
Oh, it is available. Grab your merch for the holidays at store.orlandofringe.org. I don't know if you've been on our merch site recently, Paris. This is a plug because we are plugging our merchandise, but we've got like so much new merchandise that I'm afraid to go there before Christmas because I feel like nobody would get any presents because I would just buy everything for myself.
Oh no. What's your favorite item? What new item? You have a favorite?
Yeah, I do. They have really cute backpacks, which I'm like into with like the Fringe logo on them.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I do too. And they have like a backstage line where it's like black on black, which I love that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to get my merch right after this is done.
At store.orlandofringe.org.
That's it.
Paris, we've survived 2020 almost. We've got a couple more days left, but we've made it.
We have. It's been a very, very long year. One of the longest years of my life. But we're here at the end finally.
We're here at the end. That's the most important thing of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you know that I always talk about this anyway with you about like how you're always doing something, but I feel like that has not slowed down at all during 2020.
No. No, not at all. I mean, I have to create art to stay sane. It's like if I'm not creating something, I would go crazy. So 2020 was a year to create as much art as possible just so I can, stay sane in a very insane year, Yeah,
and I feel like we had the time to do it.
Yeah, we did.
But it's totally okay if you decided not to, because everyone's feelings are important and everyone operates in different ways as we're going through all this. So, but we're here with so much entertainment today. It's going to be such a fun night. I've been looking forward to doing something with you for a long time. We've been friends for like 3 or 4 years now. And I'm like, when can I do something with Paris? And I want to do something huge, but for right now, this is perfect.
And I love it. I love being able to share the stage with you. Finally, my dreams are coming true.
Me too. Right at the end of 2020, my dreams came true right here on December 4th. So Paris, do you want to talk about some of the artists that are coming on tonight?
I do. I would love to. So I'm really excited because tonight we have 4 artists performing works tonight, and 2 of them are brand new to Orlando Fringe. So let's just give them a round of applause. And also give a round of applause because guess what? These artists will be tipped by you. You can send your tips by texting Fringe to 41444. That is Fringe at 41444. Please tip your artists because they deserve it. We make the world go round. Right, Lindsay?
They make the world go round. Remember how you're watching Netflix during this pandemic?
Exactly.
Who created the content for Netflix? Artists.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody helped. Everybody helped make this pandemic entertaining.
You're right.
So this is our 5th First Fringe Friday. And just once again, before we get started, we really want to thank all of you at home for tuning in and watching and supporting First Fringe Friday. We just wanted a way to connect with all of you throughout the year while we're apart. And I think this has done a great job doing that. We're going to continue on with this event at 2021. So we're not stopping, but we just want to say thank you because
thank you.
We're all hanging out together first Friday of every month.
That's right. That's
Cool.
right.
Paris, you want to introduce our first act?
I would love to. So we have the amazing Hannah Box. Hannah Box is a senior in contemporary theater major at Boston Conservatory at Berkeley, which we have to talk about, Lindsay, because we have some ties with Boston Conservatory, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Her previous credits includes Why I Still Wear This Skin, The Seagull, and Dance on Bones. Remote learning has been a huge success for Hannah in that she has discovered her true passion, filmmaking. Hannah is excited to be sharing her first ever short film, and she hopes you enjoy. Now, this is called Prequel. Prequel follows the story of an isolated being in a state of limbo. Their life goal is to find their other in order to reach enlightenment. When their other finally shows up, one's world is turned on its head for the better. Prequel depicts a story of patience, purpose, ethereal connections, and how we find our other half.
Ooh, I can't wait. Here we go.
Yay! That was incredible. You have to unmute yourself, Lindsay.
I knew that was going to happen. Ugh, so tragic.
That was. So moral of the story is when you find your one, you no longer have to wear a mask. That's what I got. I thought it was beautiful.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Wait, let's bring them on.
Let's bring them on.
Oh, God.
There they are.
Hey.
Hi, Hannah and Jay.
Hello.
That was so well done. I don't really have words to. I'm very speechless. That was beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Where did you film that?
That was actually my house in Orland, Maine.
Really?
That was my parents' property.
Oh, I love it. It was a lot of space. The whole time I'm like, man, that's a great place for meditation out there.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's funny because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, the leaves are changing colors. Like, they don't do that here in Florida. So, like, Paris is like living in New York City being like, look at all the space. And I'm in Florida with no leaves changing. And I'm like, look at the leaves changing.
Yeah.
What did you come up with the concept for?
So this piece was actually based on a piece that I made for online school last semester. And that piece was titled Offering. It was inspired by the works of Andy Goldsworthy and Artaud and Marina Abramovic, maybe. And yeah, I made the first piece, which you didn't see, for my site-specific class, and I wanted to involve themes of like isolation and chosen family, things like that. And it was a site-specific location, so I knew I wanted to film it in Maine and make it like very homey. So yeah, it was based on a previous piece.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I love the putting all the masks in the fire pit. I was like, oh, that got me. I was like tearing up. I was like, wow, like that was powerful.
Yeah.
You.
And so you're one of Neil's students, Neil Parsons?
Yes, I am. So this piece was actually created for my senior capstone presentation. And Neil was my advisor on this piece also, which was very exciting. Hello, Neil. I think you're here. Yes, he was a huge, huge part of this piece. We ran into a few kind of large problems as we were filming. And Neil really, really helped us continue, I would say. Yeah.
You didn't start any big fires, did you?
No.
That wasn't one of the problems. Okay.
No. Could have been, but no.
And then for those of you watching at home, Neil Parsons is 1/3 of the Fourth Wall Ensemble. We love them. Fruit Flies Like a Banana, Falling from the Toy Box. They're longtime fringe artists. If you don't know him by name, which you should.
Yeah, Neil is incredible. We've all worked with Neil in many different capacities. At Berkeley, where you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So last year I did my man show there. I think a week before you got there, right, Lindsay? Or a week after?
I think a week after, because I came to talk to one of his classes on my way home from Fringe Tour. And then he told me that Paris was coming the next week, and I was jealous because I want to hang out with everybody in Berkeley. And then one of Neil's students last year, Shelby, was one of my Fringe turns. So there's a big tie-in to Berkeley for us too. So that was exciting to see your name on the application.
That was incredible. So how did you and Jay meet?
Oh, would you like to tell this?
So we don't go to the same school. I go to the University of Massachusetts, Boston. And, we're both starving artists, so we need a job. And we met at an establishment called Pavement Coffee House. And here we are.
I knew that. I just want you to tell the story because it's cool. Like artists met at the coffee shop.
At the coffee shop.
That's great.
What is like one message that you hope to convey to audiences watching that piece?
Oh, gee.
Be patient.
Yeah. Patience is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
I like
can be that simple.
Yeah.
Perfect. Patience is key. No, I like it.
Yeah.
Are you both gonna stay and hang out with us when we play the games later?
Of course. Yeah. I'm a little competitive. Just a warning.
Cut the camera.
Yeah. So I'm very excited, but a little afraid.
That's what we like. That's what we like at our Fringe. Excited, but a little afraid.
I love it. I love it. Guess what, Lindsay? Guess what the audience can do? They can tip Hannah and Jay. You know how? You can type Fringe in your phone, in your cellular device. Type Fringe to 41444.
Yes.
They can do that. Okay, so we will talk to you both in a little while.
Cool. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was so brilliant. That I want to I want to watch what they did before this, like the piece before.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Right? I was so excited. I was like, "Huh! I want to be creative. I want to got a paper plate and some scissors. So maybe later I'm gonna create something." They inspired me.
I have a water bottle. Maybe I can make like a telescope, and you can make something with that plate, and then we can put it next week.
We can do it. We'll call it sequel. How about that?
Sequel. Lindsay in Paris. Catch here next week, 7:00. We'll be here with sequel. Hannah approves in the private chat, so she gave us super cool. So I'll introduce the next piece. It is with Central Florida Vocal Arts. We love them. Fringe loves them. It is Bells and Bows, presented by Central Florida Vocal Arts, an all-female holiday vocal ensemble that has been charming audiences in the Central Florida area for the past decade. Decked in modern holiday attire, these lovely ladies add elegance and class to every performance, performing a variety of musical genres from classic carols to contemporary tunes. We'll see a preview show first, and then we'll get a little live performance and get to talk to them after. I'm excited.
Woo-hoo.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, done is our song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising their sound, or hidden telling their tale. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is our song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising their sound, or hidden telling their tale. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Bum. Greeting cards have all been sent. The Christmas rush is through. But I still have one wish to make, a special one for
sing with you. Holidays are joyful. There's always something new. But every day's a holiday when I'm near to you. The lights on my tree, I wish you could see. I wish it every day. The logs on the fire fill me with desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas. Happy New Year too. I just one wish on this Christmas Eve. I wish I were with you. I wish I were with you. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, darling. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go. Baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so very nice. I'll hold your hands, they're just like my mother will start to worry. What's your hurry? Pacing the floor. Listen to the fireplace. So you really better scurry. Beautiful, please don't hurry. Just a half a drink more. Put some records on while I go. The neighbors might think. Baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in the cabs to be had out there. I wish I knew how to I'll take your hat, your hair looks so I'd ought to say no, 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 but at least I'm gonna say that I tried. I really can't stay. Baby, don't hold it down. Baby, it's cold outside. I simply must go. Baby, it's cold outside. The answer is baby, no. It's cold outside. The welcome has been so nice and warm. Look out the window at the store. My sister will be suspicious. Your lips look delicious. There at the door. Waves on a tropical shore. My maiden aunt's mind is vicious. Your lips are delicious. Maybe just a cigarette more. Never such a blizzard before. I gotta get home. Maybe you freeze out there. Let me it's up to your knees out there. Maybe I'll thrill when I touch your hand. How can you do this thing to me? It's bound to be talk tomorrow. Think of my lifelong sorrow. If you caught pneumonia and died, can't stay. Remember that old town. Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside.
Literally, it literally is cold outside where I am right now.
It's 70 degrees here, so it's not that cold here.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. I love Christmas music.
I do too. I love Christmas time, you know, Lindsay, with all the snow, and you don't know anything about
I mean, I grew up in New Jersey, so I know snow exists and I've seen it in person.
Yeah. It's a funny story. When I lived in Orlando, it was so funny to me because I grew up in the Midwest with a lot of snow. And there was one time there was frost on the cars and everyone was like, oh my God, frost. Oh my God. And I'm like, really? Frost? we're excited about Frost, but I get it. You know, it's
That
hot in
was-
Orlando.
I know.
That
We
was
take
so
what we can
beautiful.
get, Paris. You know, like if we get frost on our windshield once a year, then I'm gonna pretend it's snow.
It was so they were thinking, oh, look at Frost. I'm like, no, this is no.
Everyone's excited except for you, just shaking your head, being like, "Just get in the car, guys. Just get in the car."
Please, let's just go. It's just Frost.
Okay. Oh yeah. So let's talk to Teresa and Olivia from.
Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
So here's the thing. I literally didn't see snow until I was 22 years old. So I know that frost doesn't have any novelty to you parents, but some of us grew up here and I literally had never like touched or like played with snow until I was 22. So
Really?
it's still very exciting to me.
It was so funny. It was like I was looking around like, is everyone going crazy over frost? Okay.
My husband texted me because on Tuesday, I want to say, maybe it was Wednesday morning, there was frost in his windshield. He was like, oh my gosh, I had to use my credit card to get it off. So oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
I love that teaser of Bells and Bows. That was
It
so
did.
fun.
It was awesome. It was so fun to record too. So to see it come together is really fun.
Olivia is with us for the first year this year, but I have been singing with Bells and Bows. We founded it 10 years ago. So I've been doing this for a while and super excited to have her joining us. But this is the first year we've done a full studio recording because COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of companies and different groups are opting to do virtual Christmas parties. And now we can offer virtual entertainment for that as well.
I love that. I was going to make a joke because your mouths were covered. I was going to say, you guys aren't really singing, but then the next clip came on and the masks were off. So how does that feel to like have to sing with mask on?
So one of the things I find hardest is that a lot of times in groups like this, especially when you're a cappella singing, you're taking cutoffs and cues by watching the way the other person breathes. So like, hark how the bells, we would pick up like that. So you can't do that anymore. So it's all eye contact and you're just hoping that there's synergy amongst you to go like, hark, you pick up your eyebrows really high. What do you think, Olivia? What's the difference for you?
I was gonna say that's the main difference. Also, just being able to truly be close to people and to truly be able to hear harmonies as you're learning. For me, that makes it a lot easier. So when you're spread out, you're kind of like you're learning people's parts by hearing it, but you're not really hearing how it all comes together until the moment that you're allowed to be, instead of like 10 feet apart, only 6 feet apart. And so that was the main difference for me, just how like the harmonies come together. And I hate to say that my answer boils down to vibes, but vibes.
Oh, that's true. You got to have the vibes.
Yeah, and just how it all fits together. I think it's part of the team building process is to see how every part builds on another and builds on another. And sonically, that's just easier to do when you're closer. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we can't be as close for good reason, but I miss it.
Yeah,
me too.
Is there? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lindsay.
Oh no, you go. You go.
I was going to say, is there a requirement to have different colored hair? Because I was looking and everyone had a different. I was like, oh, this is so cool.
No, I try and keep it spicy. I try and keep it.
I call Olivia my little red sparrow because she has so many wigs that Olivia can look like whatever I need Olivia to look like. I'm like, hey, for this show, we're going to, so we were doing 9 earlier this year and she was playing Carla. And so she was supposed to be Italian. So she has this luscious like brown wig that she was wearing. And then she has the blonde one you saw her in the last one. This is her real hair that she has on right now.
Yes, this is my real hair. But I felt like the blonde hair was very Christmassy. I felt like there was snow freshly falling behind me.
Yeah, there was
a lot of times she just her vibe.
And I loved it.
You're like Fringe's Moira Rose with all the
Yes, that's exactly what David.
Yeah, perfect. And then you both have a live song you'd like to sing for us.
So I want to tell you about the 2 live performances we have for Bells and Bows too. So next week we have 2 in-person performances that people can attend, and it's part of the Christmas in the Courtyard series that CFC Arts is doing. So we have a performance on Thursday evening at 7:30 and Saturday evening at 7:30, and it's all outdoors and socially distanced, and you're in pods. So it's a great opportunity to actually be able to see a live performance because there aren't that many going on right now. So we're very excited to do that Thursday and Saturday next week, and you can find those on the CFC Arts website. And then Olivia actually is in our winter mini Fringe Festival show, Creepy Christmas Cabaret, which everybody knows is taking place at the beginning of January. It's a really fun show, and it's basically a Christmas party in hell. And so in this piece that she's about to sing, she is playing Medusa from hell. She is representing the sin wrath, and she will be singing De Holoraka, which is from the Magic Flute by Mozart.
Sounds lovely.
Der Horizont in meinem Herzen, Tod und Verzweiflung, Tod und Verzweiflung, Not mich kühl nicht durch dich, so rast du wie den Bösen, so rast du die Schmerzen, so bist du meine Tag der nimmermehr, so bist du meine Tag der nimmermehr. Verstoßen sei auf ewig, verlassen sei auf ewig, und zertrümmert sei auf ewig an die Wunde der Natur. Verlassen und zertrümmert an die Wunde der Natur. Durch dich, Sarastro wird erblassen. Hört, 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 Racke Gott her, hört der Mutter Schwur.
So amazing.
Thank you so much. That song is an ab workout and a half. Thank you so much.
That's
It was so
beautiful.
fun to do. I love that song. It's like climbing Mount Everest. You have to train, and even when you're doing it, you're still going to be scared and you might die. But if you get to the top, oh, it's so worth it.
It's so funny because it looks so easy coming out of your mouth. It's just like
Of course it's easy. What are you talking about? It's so easy.
When I teach voice lessons, this is what I tell people you have to make it look like. I'm like, look, inside you're going to be like crying and like a little machine, but outside you've got to look like super elegant, like I wake up and I roll out of bed and I do this. And like,
Yeah, exactly.
The definition of I woke up like this energy.
yeah, totally.
That's totally the energy we got. I was
Mhm.
like totally shocked.
She is such a pro. Like, I can ask her to do anything. I'm like, hey, can you do this? And then I'm like, hey, can you also sing this really hard aria? And when she does Medusa, she's got like a wig that's legitimately like, how heavy is it, Olivia?
Oh my God, you're bringing up a very traumatic memory for me, but it is about an 8-pound wig. It was very, very heavy. And at one point I was supposed to kind of throw my head back as like pretending to take a shot. And I did, and whoop, wig right off the head.
Oh no.
It was gone. Snatched. It was gone.
We have since revamped the wig. And
it's going to be great.
Yeah. And since we're filming for Winter Mini Fringe, should the wig have a moment again?
I will have a moment of redemption. It's going to be okay. I know. It's my chance to make it right.
I love that.
There's time. There's time. Yes, you can catch them all throughout the holiday season. And Center Florida Local Arts has a Facebook page and Instagram right there at CFL Vocal Arts. So catch them this holiday season. Book them for your event. Bells and bows. Come on, you guys.
Woohoo!
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us. This is always so fun. Paris and I fell in love in Indianapolis like 3 years ago. And Lindsay, when did you and I fall in love?
I think we all fell in love at Indie Fringe. That's where we all became friends.
Yeah. Buddies forever.
That was it. I remember it like it was yesterday. Teresa and I over your first slice of sweet potato pie.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Literally, I'd never had sweet potato pie before.
I thought you were from the South.
I'm from Florida, which isn't real South, but like I was super pregnant at the time. And so it's weird because Paris knew me before my 2 kids. And so that kind of feels like a lifetime ago and also doesn't feel like it was long ago at all.
Yeah, you're right.
I just very specifically remember Teresa riding a bike 7 months pregnant, like waving at us on the street of Mass Ave, and I was like,
that sounds about right.
Summer 2017, where we all fell in love.
Mm-hmm. That was great. That was great. During the solar eclipse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember the solar eclipse.
We have a great video of Teresa and I trying to see it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was. We weren't successful.
We weren't successful. I think I had a strainer trying to shoot through the strainer. It wasn't one of my proudest moments.
That cannot be good for your retinas.
It was hyped up and we missed it.
We did.
So next time there's a solar eclipse, let's coordinate and we'll all be in the same place at the same time again, and we'll see it this time.
Let's do it.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Cool. I hope you both will hang on till the end to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I as well too also am highly competitive. So like this might be a thing with Hannah. We'll see.
Oh.
Okay, everyone's gonna play nice together. We'll talk.
All right. So
much talent.
So much talent that everyone can donate to, right? By texting Fringe to 41444, Fringe to 41444. What do you think? Should we introduce the next artist?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. The next artist we have is Gretchen Suarez Pina. I hope I am pronouncing that right. Is a long-time playwright and lover of theater. She is the playwright in residence at the Throughline, a theatrical production company. Her musical, Melina, a steampunk musical tragedy, was an official selection of the 2020 Atlanta Music Theater Festival. I love the Atlanta Music Theater Festival. Other successes include winning the Grant and Best Play in Table Read category at the inaugural The Original Festival in 2019 in Orlando, Florida for her play Trafficked. Also winning Best Full-Length Play at the 2018 Tampa Bay Theater Festival for her show Conversations in the Car, and first prize for her piece Dry Spell at the 30 by 90 Theater in Manville, Louisiana, in their one-act competition in 2018. She has also had success with her production and direction of Conversations in Bed, which premiered to a sold-out audience at the 2017 Tampa Bay Theater Festival. And today we're going to see a clip from The Child Groom. And it's the synopsis is: the head council hears the complaints of its citizens. Aquarius comes to plead for his son's life in the matter of his engagement to the wealthy matriarch. I'm so
Let's
excited.
see it.
The Child Groom.
Nalini, who's next?
Aquarius, a merchant from Taru.
His business here today.
A plea for his son's release of engagement to Servilia.
Servilia. That can't be. Why would he protest that?
Let's not be quick to judge. Perhaps the boy has some defect the father wishes to make known to the council. Let him enter the meeting. Aquarius of Taru, your request has reached our council for consideration. Please state your case.
Council, today I present my plea for the dissolution of the engagement of my son Triopus to Servilia of Alda.
You are aware that engagements once agreed upon are binding?
Yes, Councilwoman.
Has the boy been rendered unsuitable for marriage? Has he
No.
some new or otherwise undisclosed defect?
No, Councilwoman.
Well, then, dear Aquarius, we simply do not see why you would want to break such a wonderful match. Servilia is among the best matriarchs of our time. Her herds are numerous and growing. Her children are healthy and robust. Why do you want to end the engagement?
If it pleases you, head councilwoman, I have some reasons why I feel the match is unreasonable at this time.
Proceed.
Triopus has only seen 8 revolutions. He barely stands above my chest. He has not reached physical maturity. Servilia has 12 other husbands. Triopus would be the last and the smallest. I fear he may be unable to handle the responsibilities of a groom. He is my only son. He is also my smallest child. He has been under my care, and I fear he is emotionally unprepared to be departed from myself and his mother.
Aquarius, it states here you're a merchant?
Yes, Councilwoman.
An independent merchant?
Yes, Councilwoman?
Your wife, her name, please?
Marula of Sika.
Sika. She is wealthy then. Why do you seek to be an independent merchant when your wife can provide you all that you need?
Marula is generous in spirit as she is with her wealth. She allows her husbands to seek employment if they so choose to pass the time.
Does she force you to work outside the home? Does she abuse you in some way?
No, Councilwoman. As long as we perform our duties at home, she's pleased to allow us our pastimes.
Which husband are you?
The second head councilwoman.
Second of 7.
Not a bad placement.
I am blessed.
Now, what does your wife think of your plea for your son?
Marula is very busy. She has left the plea up to me. She believes a boy should have at least 15 revolutions before marriage.
15! That's far too old. That should be the maximum, not the minimum.
At 15, you would have far too many irreversible qualities. Servilia likes them young. 8 is fine. He must be trained in her household.
You know our customs, Aquarius. Do you sincerely believe you can leave Servilia waiting for another 7 revolutions before she has her groom?
Please, I beg you to reconsider.
Why should we reconsider?
I have a written statement from my wife. I would like to remit it to the council.
All right. Submit the transmission to Councilwoman Ophelia for review.
Transmission states that she is in agreement with her husband to wait until the child is 15.
Nalini, make a note to confirm the veracity of the transmission with other signed notices by Marula. It's not that we don't believe you, Aquarius. We just have to authenticate that this is indeed your wife's. Many come in here forging matriarch documents.
Of course, woman.
I'm struck, Aquarius. Why come now to break the engagement? Why not just disagree with it in the first place?
You will answer the councilwoman.
I was led to believe that the child would not be taken so soon. Servilia's initial proposal was a revolution ago. I was led to believe that it was only preliminary and that it would be conferred at a much later time. However, just 2 moons ago, Servilia made official her proposal and brought forth the groom price of 70 heads of cattle and the traditional grain and jewelry offerings. Marula's court accepted it on her behalf without my knowledge.
It doesn't concern you what is accepted on your wife's behalf.
If you had wished for the engagement to not go through, the time to refuse was at the initial proposal, not at the time of the groom's price exchange.
I see no case here for termination. If the child has his faculties, no defects, and is of teachable age, he should go forward with the marriage.
Have you no heart?
You forget yourself.
He is my only son. He is my youngest child. He is small and defenseless. Why does Servilia need to have another groom? She has a dozen others. Her household, her legacy is secure. My child means nothing to her.
Reserve your emotions, sir.
This is not a matter of whether or not Servilia has enough husbands. That is her prerogative. Our law makes no rule on quantity. We only seek equity. As long as she can provide for her husbands, she is not barred to seeking another husband.
You, and especially Marula, should know better. Servilia is the best possible match for your son. He could do far worse. You let your emotions blind you to the prominence this will bring to your wife. Your son may very well be the crowning jewel in Servilia's estate. There is no greater honor.
You wouldn't be saying this if the roles were reversed. What if it was men that were sweeping up young girls as possessions, like you treat our sons? Would there not be an outrage within the land? Do not send my son to a life of isolation. He is but a small child. Do your duty and protect the most vulnerable of your citizens.
You will kindly lower your voice and your gaze, Aquarius. You will not disrespect me or this council. Now, your wife may let you speak to her in such a manner, but here you will show respect and maintain decorum.
Yes, head councilwoman.
Nalini, make note. The engagement stands between Triopas and Servilia of Valda. Servilia may have her groom at the time of her choosing. Make note, the council requests a hearing with Marula of Sita. She should prepare a formal apology on behalf of her second husband, Aquarius, the independent merchant of Taru. Make note. His merchant license will be reviewed, his inventory and transactions audited from the last 3 revolutions. Let's not have any loose ends.
Noted.
Aquarius, you are dismissed from the council. Now!
Of all my days, I have never seen such audacity.
Troublesome if Marula lets her husbands have such liberties.
That's what worries me with families like the Sikas. They think that because they have wealth, they can do as they wish.
Change our way of life.
They call it being more forward-thinking, equal.
Disastrous thought. As if equality were any match for security. We must keep our men safe. I know if I were a man, I would want to know my life was in good care.
They're simple creatures, our men. They forget that without these laws, there would be anarchy, disparity. They just don't see how comfortable their lives are.
A shame.
Truly.
Nalini, who's next?
Bellatrix of Livia. She wishes to discuss an increase in armaments to their defense division.
Livia always needs more armaments.
Those savages to the north. They keep claiming it's their land.
You would think the peace accords would have been enough.
It's never enough with those savages.
Let her in.
Who run the world? Oh my god, I messed it up. I'm so excited.
Who run the world? Girls, who run the world? That made me really, really sad. You know why? Because I cannot wait until the day for women to run everything. I really can't. Like, honestly, women need to.
It is getting closer every day, though.
It is closer and closer, but not close enough. Come on.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
let
fight you
women
on that.
have it. You know.
That was a really great piece. I really enjoyed that too.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm bummed that Gretchen can't be here tonight. So we're not gonna be able to interview her. She's actually filming for her Winter Mini Fest show tonight. So that's why she can't be here. But for those of you who enjoyed that, she has a show called Sugar and Spice, a Sugar Babies musical that's coming to Winter Mini Fest. I heard a snippet of it when she applied to become a part of the festival, and I can't wait. She's super talented, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that is very exciting. I can't wait to see that.
It's coming up January 7th through 10th. Wow, I know Marcus. Marcus is our biggest fan here at First Fringe Friday. I have to acknowledge Marcus, and I have to acknowledge Brian, who's running all these, running all the behind the scenes videos. Yay, Winter Mini Fest! Yes, Joyce, Winter Mini Fest. It's coming.
It's coming.
Than we think. We're gonna blink and it's gonna be here. And it's a little bit in person. It's a little bit virtual. It's for everyone's comfort level. There's something for you. So check out our website and you'll get all the information on that. And we have one more performance before we. I keep building up this game, but it's really not.
I'm excited about the game.
Everyone stay tuned. Everyone stay tuned. So I'm ready to introduce our next person. Are you good to go? I'm gonna read it, but I'm just letting you know if I just want to make sure we're on the same page. We're good.
Who? Talking about the next performer, or I'm sure the next performer is I'm sure he's fine.
Me too. Here we go. Dandy Darkly is an American storyteller and resplendent raconteur of the International Fringe Festival circuit. Dandy infuses his surprisingly contemporary ghost stories with a dose of social activism and pop culture nuance, and regales it all accompanied by a non-stop soundscape of pre-recorded sound effects and original music to create an immersive storytelling experience that you must see to believe. His 2020 tour was canceled due to COVID-19 travel restrictions, so Dandy focused creating something at home, and The Two Plies of Coronet County was born. The Two Plies is a Southern Gothic pandemic toilet paper roll soap opera. I can't wait. The series features Dandy Darkly in puppet form, but the spotlight is firmly focused on the two-ply family and the goings-on in Cornet County following the untimely death of the family matriarch. Dandy Darkly built, voiced, puppeteered, wrote, and edited the entire series beginning in early April. The 8-episode season 1 premiered on YouTube on September 25th, 2020, with the finale airing back on November 13th. Folk musician and fringe solo performer Willie Carlisle collaborated with Dandy Darkly on the series' opening original theme song. We're going to see episode 1, Pink Petunias. Welcome to Cornet County. The daughters of the two-ply Dingleberry wine dynasty visit their mama's gravesite. A mysterious voice beckons Lulu to follow while Cottonelle encounters a childhood friend in the Two Plies of Cornet County series debut. Created by Danny Darkly with a theme song by Willie Carlisle. Let's see it.
Did you ever hear a story all about the two-ply family? There's Cottonelle, the debutante, little sister Lulu, and Big Daddy. Won't you come on, folks? Won't you sit a spell? Daddy's gonna take you straight to hell. Ain't that the cutest toilet paper rose that ever you did see? It's the two-plies, Cornet County.
Whee! Slow down, Lulu. You're gonna trip and rip your roll.
Now, you worry too much.
Well, you try raising a bratty little sister sometimes. Do you even know the way?
Duh. Mama's tombstone is right over here.
I get so turned around in this cemetery. Places like this give me the absolute shivers.
Found it.
Oh, sweet mother, 1 year ago you took your final flush. I pray you know how desperately your family misses you.
Well, how come then Big Daddy didn't come to visit?
Because, young lady, our daddy's grief is simply too pure, too beautiful to be witnessed by his daughters. You'll understand that when you're a bit older, once you find yourself a husband someday.
Kind of like your husband?
Missy, do I need to cut me a switch?
Sorry. Cottonelle, what happens to us when we meet our final flush?
Well, baby sister, we are taken to heaven's bathroom, where we sit forever snug in a hand-knit cozy woven by our wise consumers, them who flushed before.
That sounds crazy.
Lulu Two-Ply, how dare you blaspheme, and in front of our mother's grave? Have you no faith? Once upon a time, it was them who flushed before who brought us into creation. All the junk folk, toilet rolls, tin cans, plastic bottles, purchased for the great isolation. But one day, they simply went into their houses and they never stepped out, leaving us, their chosen, behind.
Would you ever leave me behind?
Well, if you don't clean your room more often, I just might.
Hey!
Now, get over there and pluck some of them pink petunias. They was Mama's favorite. I'm gonna snatch these weeds out of here. Honestly, why do we even pay that groundskeeper? This is a man. Lulu, come to me.
Mama? Is that you?
Well, that's much better. Lulu, are you there? It's been a wipe and a half. Lulu, where are you, young missy? Lulu! Lulu, where have you gone? Lulu! Lulu!
Why, pardon me, miss. You seem to be in distress. May I assist you in some manner?
Oh my goodness. Hello there. I seem to have lost track of my little sister and turned myself around. Something terrible.
Well, perhaps I can help you find this little sister.
Lulu. Her name's Lulu Two-Ply.
Wait 1 moment. Of the Coronet County Two-Plies. Why, that means you must be Cottonelle. Cottonelle Two-Ply. Why, consider me extra soft. It's me, Scott Kirkland.
Scott Kirkland? Why, is this little Scotty? It can't be you. We used to summer with your family down at Wet Ass Possum Pond. I remember you were such a sensitive boy. Didn't the Kirklands move to Boston?
Baltimore, Miss Two-Ply. And believe you me, growing up in a big city is quite the panacea for childhood sensitivity. It hardens the heart.
Well, Mr. Kirkland, I can only imagine. My, you certainly have grown.
Now back to the task at hand. Where do you think Lulu went off to?
Lulu? Oh, Lulu, yes. Oh, my goodness. I swear that tomboy has frazzled my last nerve. Lulu!
Lulu! Can you hear us?
Lulu!
I'm right here. Why is everybody hollering?
Oh, baby sister, you're safe. Where were you?
You won't believe it. I followed a voice, and it turned out to be Mama. Well, Mama's ghost, I guess. She came back to warn us of terrible danger.
Oh, my goodness. You stop this ridiculous talk. My apologies, Mr. Kirkland. Lulu, this is highly inappropriate behavior, even by your standards.
Miss Two-Ply, it's quite all right. Children can have quite the imagination, but it is true. She came back to warn us that evil's coming to the vineyards.
Young lady, you march right back to that house. You'll have no supper for your misbehavior.
Nobody ever listens to me.
Oh, Mr. Kirkland, I am downright mortified. Please accept my apologies.
Nonsense. No apology needed. And please, if I may be so bold, do call me Scott.
Why, Scott? Very well. You may address me as Cottonelle.
Well, Miss Cottonelle,
Oh,
perhaps I'll stop by for a social visit sometime. Assuming, of course, Lulu's devils and demons don't get us all first.
why, you are terrible. Wait, she didn't mention nothing about devils or demons.
Oh, my apologies. The morbidity of this locale must have gotten the better of me.
Oh, you and me both. Well, I best catch up with Lulu before she gets herself in more trouble. And I think a social call can be arranged. It was very lovely reacquainting.
Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Why, Cottonelle Two-Ply, I do believe our reacquaintance is only the beginning. devils and demons.
All this worrisome nonsense about ghosts and demons has me wound up tighter than an orchid corsage.
It makes absolutely no sense to be that talented. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It even had like a twist with the skeleton coming up at the very end. It had a cliffhanger for puppets made out of toilet paper.
I know, right? Oh my God, we can watch that. That's available, right? You said that was available on YouTube. You know what I'm doing tonight?
Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Paris. How are you?
Oh my gosh, we're doing so good. How are you?
I can't cuss on here, can I? I'm doing all right. You know, I've lost some weight.
It does say all bets are off. That is so incredible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm doing good. Now I'm like in awe of you.
Me too. We're both.
Can we get any closer to look at that?
I'm not an object. My name's Dandy Darkly. You know, I'm a fringe performer.
Okay.
You have lost weight. I barely recognized you, but you know what? You can follow Dandy Darkly on Instagram at Dandy Darkly.
Here, hang on. Someone else is going to talk to you for a second. Hi, everyone.
Neil.
How's it going?
What is happening? I have to know what in the world inspired. I think I know where the toilet paper came from, but just that story. Please tell us about what goes on inside of that brain.
Oh man, it's a dark place. Many times, you know, always. What doesn't go on in this brain? You know, I wish people would wear their masks, Paris. That's what figurative and literal masks. I'm sick of it. I'm on the street. I'm chewing my gum and spitting tacks. People walking around without their masks on.
Yeah,
that's what's on my mind this morning.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing?
Pretty good. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because I've been watching there. Oh, there's the website.
Well, that's Willie's website. Big shout out to Willie Carlisle, who did the theme song for the Two Plies of Coronet County. Incredible fringe performer, as you all know. Incredible playwright too, might I add. Lindsay's incredible show.
Yep, Willie wrote my show, Lightweight. Super talented guy.
But you can see more of the Two Plies at, like you said, Paris, at YouTube. YouTube.com/Two Plies.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Paris is gonna be like posting about. Paris is gonna start a whole new blog, just writing about each episode of Two Plies now.
I know, right?
It's a great show so far.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to. No, I'm talking about your show. I'm talking about this show. I'm talking about this quality entertainment. This is the point where, as a guest on the show, I always go, "Let's give it up! Big round of applause for our host this evening, everyone!" Oh, great job, Lindsay and Paris.
Thank you. We'll be here all night.
Raise the screen.
Raise the screen. So you started creating this show in April, the beginning of April?
Yeah, probably around end of March was when everything started to get canceled or deferred online. And I had a nice little tour set for Canada with my latest show, Dandy Darkly's All Aboard, which was at Orlando, not last year, but the year before. I can't even believe a whole nother year's passed. It's so weird.
You won an award for that show, didn't you?
I did, and you won an award too yourself, mister. It was great.
Yeah.
But no, All Aboard won Best Show of the Fringe. It was great. And I got to thinking as I was fighting a grown woman in the Dwayne Reed for a roll of toilet paper, I was like, you know what? That toilet paper is worth more than gold, crack. At that moment, that was the most sought after thing on the market. And I was like, hey, what's going to happen to all of this crap when we're gone? And so that's where the idea of the junk folk and the 2-plies came about. And from there, it was a matter of how can I turn a toilet roll into a little sentient being, an entire little family of them. And it's really taken off. I would say the first 4 months of it was just process, like setting up my little studio in my home. I was very fortunate because I tend to travel on the road with a little backdrop, and I had all these clip lights, and I was able to kind of like make a little lighting rig for it. And I had a spare table that I was able to use. It's filmed on iPhone, and I broke down one of my microphone stands and put a little, like the little dashboard clip that you put your phone into. I just screwed it onto there and turned it into a little arm to film everything. I hooked it into a little monitor, and then I puppeted while watching it. From doing my soundtracks and everything, I already had all of the equipment to do the audio stuff, because as a storyteller, I do a lot of sound design for my shows. So I was able to record the audio, puppetry against it, and then edit it together. Willie was generous enough with his talents to collaborate on a I think we were going for a theme song that was very much like the Beverly Hillbillies, which is a great point of reference. And from there, we went for it. And it turned out really well, I think. The next episodes are fantastic. Because that's the first one to, like, build the world, set the plot in motion, as any good soap opera happens. And if you happen to see from the teeny little tidbits of the teaser, it gets really, really crazy. And it went to 8 episodes. So wow. I made a web series. I don't even I still sometimes just go, wow, and there's no bigger fan of Dandy Darkly than myself. I'm unabashedly my number one. Like, if you don't like what you do, then you shouldn't be doing it. Yeah. And I'm so tickled with this whole project, how it turned out, and I'm looking forward to my second season. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like, oh my god.
You have to be your biggest fan, though. You have
to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think a lot of times as artists we sell ourselves short if we don't say that we enjoy what the fuck we're doing, because you have to enjoy it. If you're going to be standing there doing it night after night after night, you have to love every bit of it, and not have any qualms about expressing that kind of love for the absurd or the brilliant or the beautiful or whatever the I mean, I'm a clown. I love it,
Yeah, and I think we were having this conversation earlier in the week about like imposter syndrome and how to kind of get over that and just like believe in yourself and create your yes. And just you have to, once you realize that you're supposed to be here, no matter where that here is, I think your world as an artist changes a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's amazing, like we have to change with the times too, right? Because just like you said, you created your own web series. I did too, because it was like we had to, right? We had to get art out there. It's like, all right, I guess we're doing web series now. That's amazing. And you know what? I'm still questioning why toilet paper. I'm sure there's someone now just sitting back with hundreds of rolls of toilet paper. Like, why did I buy this much toilet paper? I don't.
Yeah. No, I can discuss the whys if we had an hour. I mean, it all gets down to the simplest, like, when we're in that state of just panic of like this, if I have one thing that I'm not going to have access to, and it's going to be people will, go for that. I mean,
That's just, it's so funny to me. The things it seems like they just go after, everyone just goes after like the certain things. Like it's usually like milk and bread that's the first thing. They go. Like, well, let's get the milk and bread. It's like, why are we doing this? You know?
Oh no, I'm from Georgia originally, and yes, flurries. It's not. I mean, you're in New York. I lived in New York for a while, and I would always laugh because, good grief, we'd have 2 feet of snow outside. But in Cedartown, Georgia, my little hometown, God bless it, if there was half an inch of snow, nothing, everything gone. It's pile up on Main Street. But I love it. That's the charm of it.
Yeah, definitely. I am so excited that we got the chance to see that, because that was really incredible.
Oh, what I was going to say though, you mentioned though, yeah, we have to. I think the one thing that this whole new the pandemic has taught people, it has really, it certainly made me look at it. We have to look at technology that's available to us. And as an artist, you have to be able to just take whatever you have on hand and create with it. You know, I think if nothing else, this has been a fantastic exercise for so many people. You know, we're in our house, and this is our means of expression, and what you have on hand to create with. You know, I think it's I think it was it sucked. No, it's terrible that it had to. It's terrible that there's such a tremendous loss of life to it. You know, I don't know. I'm really, so much of Dandy Darkly's work really delves into the macabre, into the dark, into very cynical stuff. You know, Dandy's a pretty cynic. There's always a beautiful, hopeful message, I think, in all of my shows. But it was really fun to just sit myself down and say, I'm going to make a irreverent, funny, absurd puppet show soap opera out of toilet paper rolls, and not have to necessarily look at all of the horrors that were happening outside, you know? And ultimately I think that's what I want people to take away from seeing the Two Plies, is just sort of the fun of it. You know, I really want people to sit down for the 10 minutes to watch an episode and just have a good laugh, and hopefully take their mind off of all of the awful, terrible crap that's happening outside.
Yeah, we had the same thought, because I created, it was called the Something Sweet Plays. I was like, you know, we're going through this horrible time, so we all need something sweet right now. So I just had all these plays. They were named after something sweet, and it's like, you know what? Let's do this. So that's great. Artists, we saved the world. We saved the world. I really do need a cape now.
Are you on YouTube, Paris?
I am. Yeah, Something Sweet Plays.
What's your site?
It's Something Sweet Plays. It's my name, Paris Creative.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Something Sweet
I'll
Plays.
look it up.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too. I've never really done anything on sort of a video platform like this. So the other thing that's been really fantastic is getting to see everyone else's stuff that's on YouTube, and old stuff that they have and everything. And getting to see everyone step up to the plate and attempt and succeed at doing, you know, video content from their home and everything. I don't know. That's the one thing I tell people about Fringe festivals. If you go to a Fringe festival and you don't spend more time seeing other people's shows than you do performing your own, then you're missing out on the whole point of it, because you learn so much from other people's work, and it really inspires you to create more, you know? Hence my, you know, and I put this on tonight, and then I saw the wonderful video before me, and I was like, oh my God, is that to go? Should I change my hat? I don't know. I think it works though. It's festive.
It totally works, especially with the tree in the background. Like you just like have a whole vibe going on over there.
I miss Fringe festivals.
Me too.
Me three. But
it was only about this time last year that we had the Winter Festival. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But how long ago does last January feel for everyone?
Oh.
Let's play some games.
Yeah, let's play some games.
Yay!
Let's get some more people in here.
Let's get everyone out here.
It's game.
There they are.
It's time.
Game time, game time.
I'm excited.
Okay. The
Hi,
first
everyone. Good job, everyone, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you.
You.
Okay, the first game we're gonna play is called I Did, I Didn't. It's so both of these are not really competitive games. You just kind of answer together. It's okay. All right, Hannah and Teresa, I will make sure we have another game next time, and we'll invite you two to duke it out. So I did, I didn't. Pandemic activities. Paris and I are going to go down the list and name a pandemic activity, and you raise your hand if you did this during the pandemic. Paris, do you want to go first?
I'll go first. All right. Raise your hand if you watched The Tiger King.
That was like 9 years ago in pandemic.
Totally.
That was like,
Okay, 4-7. 4-3. 4-3. Okay. How many of you think Carol Baskins did it?
my husband does, but not me.
I love Hannah and Jada. Like, we have no idea.
And then don't worry, the rest of these are not as specific.
Raise your hand if you learn how to sew.
That's a good one.
No one? Oh.
An actual use.
I know how to sew.
No. Baby.
Teresa's like, no, that will never be me.
Mm-mm.
If you learned how to bake.
I mean, I bake.
I already
so,
knew
yeah.
how to bake. Oh, I did bake.
Yeah, I knew how to bake. So I baked a lot more during this pandemic.
Bake a lot more. We'll say bake a lot more. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Made sourdough bread.
I wish.
No, but Brian made all of the sourdough. Brian, who's running the stream, made all of the sourdough.
Brian did add that question, so Brian did.
If you follow Brian's Instagram, you can keep up on the sourdough. It's very impressive.
It's an emotional roller coaster of highs and lows. It's so good.
Adopted a pet.
Oh.
I adopted. Did I get her?
Don't.
Of course.
She's sleeping right now, but I adopted a little black and white cat. Her name is Bella. She's the sweetest. She's
I'm getting the cat soon too. I cannot wait. That may be my Christmas present to myself.
I love my cats.
It was the best decision of my life. I will not lie. I love having her.
Yeah.
The best. Yeah.
The kitties.
And she went to the vet today, actually. So she's been hiding, poor little girl.
Oh, good girl.
Bye.
I like her foot like up in the air, like, hey.
Oh, it's her Jane Fonda pose from the Jane Fonda workout.
All right, next.
Next, attended a Zoom happy hour.
Oh my God.
Many.
Many.
It's okay, Hannah and Jay. Don't.
Sometimes I just turn Zoom on by myself and drink alone. You know, it counts. It counts. You know?
But you know what? We've been here over an hour and we're happy. So this is a happy hour too. So,
This is a happy hour.
It's our happy hour.
All about liquor is gone. All right, what's the next one? Spend more time outside than ever before, I think.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Spend a lot of
Wearing a
time.
mask.
I would never be outside.
I have an awful case of being a homebody. Before, during, and probably after the pandemic, I'll still be a homebody.
I'm a homebody too, but I spend a lot of time outside. I try to take 5-mile walks every day. Yay.
See, I'm an outside kind of girl already. I run a lot outside. I do a lot of stuff outside. So like pretty like par for the course.
Yeah, yeah. All right. What
Yeah,
do we got?
Remember biking outside and super pregnant? Like it's kind of a jam.
That's what she does since 2017.
All right. This next one is funny. Here we go.
Lost weight.
Really?
Well,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
but an unfair advantage. I had baby weight to lose.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I had baguette weight to lose.
There you go.
All right, the next one.
Lost weight.
Gained weight. A little that
I
too.
gained weight too, you know.
You know what? Fine.
It fluctuates.
I
Reign of
started the
shame.
pandemic at 158, and I'm currently at 182. So that's my weight.
You're cozy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually cushion.
All right.
Miss Live Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
But it will be back, everyone.
It will be.
We'll be back.
That's great.
That's our first game. I did in pandemic activities. It's more of a poll than a game, but we still like it.
My question wasn't asked. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, what was it?
My question was if you attended a Zoom meeting in just a shirt.
Oh, like no pants.
Don't get mad at me, Teresa.
Yeah.
Girl, you don't have to wear pants, but I just don't trust myself enough. Not like I know I'd be the person who would end up with like her booty on the camera. I know that about myself.
Does this count as a Zoom meeting? Oh yeah.
Yes, sure.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Sponsored by StreamYard.
All
Okay, our
right.
next
Here we
game.
are.
Oh man.
True or false? This happened in 2020. For the first time ever, the Academy Award for Best Picture went to an international film. True or false?
True.
That's definitely true.
True. What movie was it?
Parasite.
Just the best movie of the year.
Oh yeah. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I couldn't think of the name. I was gonna say Fly, and I was like, that's not it.
That's not it.
Don't have kids if you want to know things because you need sleep for that. I was like, it's a thing with a bug. Fly? No.
I have no concept of time anymore. Parasite, yeah, of course. That seems like the year I was born. Parasite won, wasn't it? I don't know.
That's incredible. And people across the world posted videos of themselves in a mannequin challenge where they remained frozen as camera panned the room in different scenarios. Was that started in 2020?
No,
No,
that
was wildly
that's an old
irresponsible.
one.
Let's see.
Wildly irresponsible.
Unless they were masked mannequins.
Wow,
Oh gosh, 2016. I thought it was older than 2016.
2016.
26.
All right.
That was a good year.
A private company launched the first rocket into space.
That's true.
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 But SpaceX.
SpaceX.
I'm gonna
Good job.
leave you guys.
I'm a trivia queen, y'all.
I did not.
Killing it, Olivia.
The sound of a toilet being flushed was heard for the first time on television.
It's crazy enough. It has to be true.
So I'm certain it happened. I just don't know if it's the first time, but I'm gonna go with yes.
I'm gonna go with false.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That
There's two toilet flushes in two plays tonight, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say it could have happened earlier, but it definitely happened this year.
That is
It's funny,
very
I was
important.
like, I picked that question and I was like, it's tricky enough that it might trip people up to be like, wait, whoa.
That definitely is.
That's very important trivia, by the way. It's very important.
It's a great year, too,
It is.
1974.
I remember it well.
All right.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Come on.
Right?
I mean, it has to be, right?
It doesn't get more topical than this.
I wrote, we don't know the exact counts, but we saw pictures of empty shelves on Facebook.
Lots of
Sounds legit.
I love it. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced that they were stepping down as senior royals.
That was this year.
Yeah.
True.
True.
That Prince Harry, though, he's cute.
He is cute.
He lives in your state now. Maybe you'll see him walking down the street.
I love
State
it.
of denial.
Everybody, that's the end of our game.
Woo!
It's so fun.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Thank you for showing us all the creative work you've been doing over 2020, and I hope you have way more successes in 2021.
Thank you so much.
We'll see y'all soon.
Yeah,
All
see
right.
you soon.
Here we
Bye,
are.
everyone.
Oh, wait, I think we can tip, right? We can tip the artists.
We can tip them.
That is a thing, yes.
All you have to do is text the word fringe to 41444. Fringe to 41444.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
love you.
Thank you. Bye. What a show, Paris.
How much fun was that?
So
I want to
much
host every week. I love
Okay.
this.
We should start our own talk show, I think.
Let's do it.
I'm not
I think-
joking.
Yeah, let's do it. I think that would be incredible. We need to do it.
Yeah, let's talk about it after this show ends. I don't think people would like us brainstorming right now, but if you have any suggestions about Paris and I hosting our own show, write them in the comments.
Yeah, please. All right.
So we have some final announcements before we say goodbye, everyone. Paris, I'll let you take it away.
All right. So there is so much happening at Orlando Fringe in the next few months. We have the Orlando Fringe Lottery. Now, the festival will occur from May 18th through the 31st of 2021, and applications have been extended until December 31st. So you have until the end of the year. We also have an Amplified Voices Lottery, which we need, which occurs before the regular lottery. We will pull 30% of total applicants into the festival with this lottery. To qualify, the project must be produced and created by individuals who are among an underserved community, and whose shows deals with relevant topics. These can be included amongst the dimensions of race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, social economic status, age, visible and invisible abilities. The lottery will take place during the Winter Fest on February 2021 at 6 p.m. Apply at orlandofringe.org/artists. We're also searching for Fringe Turns. We are looking for Fringe Turns for the spring 2021 semester for the production, arts administration, marketing, education, kids Fringe, visual Fringe. Truly for everyone. The internships are unpaid, but you get passes to the festivals and all other events. You can receive college credit for the internship, but you don't have to. Applications are due by December 15th, so you don't have much time. Apply at orlandofringe.org/Fringe Turn.
Thank you, Paris. Winter Mini Fest will occur January 7th through 10th with virtual, site-specific, and movies on our mini lawn. Shows have been announced and tickets are on sale now. Check out the Facebook events for all the shows in this year's festival. You can also read about all the shows and buy tickets on our website, ofwinterminifest.com. And then January 1st Fringe Friday, applications for that will go live within the next week and will be due on Tuesday, December 22nd at 10:30 a.m. In 2021, First Fringe Fridays will be produced by IDA, which is our Inclusion, Diversity, and Accessibility Committee. So we're so excited to get to meet some new artists and see some old friends along the way. Yeah, we're very thankful you all tuned in today. Paris, it was so much fun doing this with you today. I've been excited about it.
Yes, this was incredible. And here's to next year, right?
Here's to next year.
Cheers.
Cheers. We wish you all the best for the rest of 2020, and we'll see you next year.
See you next year.
Bye.